Oh god damn, he's awake for once. What's going on? He's awake for a stream? What? That's crazy. That don't make no sense. What you're doing? That's a lie. Clearly you lying. But I'm good. I'm good. I'll be honest, I was very, very close to installing Cyberpunk today instead of this. I ain't gonna lie. Not like I don't want to play this, but I don't know what it is, but part of my brain was like, man, Cyberpunk though. Which is weird because like that game's been out for 2 years. And in 2 years I've never been like, man, Cyberpunk though. I've been, Cyberpunk maybe. This is the one time today where I'm like, I mean I could have. I really could have. Not gonna, but I could. Just getting a thumbnail for YouTube's right now before I forget. What do you eat today? I had roast potatoes, I had gammon, and spaghetti. A strange combo, I know, but it's a good combo. Actually, is it a strange combo? Nah, I don't know if it's a strange combo. It sounds strange to say out loud, but like, it's fucking bussin'. It's fucking bussin'. It might be strange. It might be strange, but it's fucking bussin', I'll tell you what. Alright, yeah, cool. That's all good. Yeah. Wait, survival mode? Nani? I ain't surviving nothing. I barely survived the first game. What do you mean? Potatoes, gammon, and spaghetti. It is strange. Yeah, we're fucking bussin'. I don't mean spaghetti as in like, you know, noodle spaghetti. I mean spaghetti as in like, no, not plain spaghetti. I mean like, you know, spaghetti oops. You ever had spaghetti oops with your potatoes? Good old spaghetti oops. Now, where's the one I used for the last game? Let's try. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, spaghetti oops. Because they're hoops. Spaghetti oops. There it is. Yeah. I haven't eaten today, but last night I ate soup. It was chicken broth with garlic. You know what? I don't think I've ever had soup. Soup. I don't think I've ever had soup. Garlic, onion, potatoes, peppers, and beef. That do sound good. I've never had it, but it do sound good. Yeah, I guess, but they're low quality crap. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is absolutely low quality crap. Let's import my save. Let's go. All my mistakes. How have you not had soup? It's just flavored water. Yeah, well, I've never had soup. What do you want me to say? I've never had soup.
Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive.
Sorry, what did you call them?
Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones.
How did you pronounce it?
Weeks have passed since we slew the Sunder known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking.
How are you 30 and never had soup? Because I'm based.
We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dreads, assaulting another hopeless village.
What do you eat when you're sick? I don't. Depends. Sometimes I just don't. This is going well. Yeah, you got a free level up, I guess. And she got level up. Let's go. And just imagine some guy putting a lot of effort into making meat and potatoes, and then some other guy just dumps a can of SpaghettiOs on the plate. I mean, is that not what you do? Yeah, I thought I starved. And there are times where I would just go like 2 days without eating. I try to do that less now, but that was a thing. That was a thing I would do. If I'm not hungry, I just won't eat. Yep, all the tutorial shit from the last game, I know. I know, I did the goddamn game literally a day ago. Well, a few days ago. You can smash an obstacle in its way. Okay. I think the Battle Network collection comes out within the next 2 weeks. Oh. Really? I thought it was, There we go, okay. I thought it was, much further away than that. I guess I need to pick up Mega Man again soon. I've only got like 2 games or so left in the original series, so like we can do it. Village reaction range from terrified by the foes to awestruck at your arrival. The leader approaches and bows in front of Ivor. The timer makes me think the gods have returned. Please, he stops when Ivor nods his head towards you. The man peers under your hood. A girl leads those who saved us from those things. She ordered us to land, and those things dredge, the ones that you probably heard about as a kid. Between losing so many clansmen and this, I feel I'm not myself. Thank you, child. He whips his cloak back with a flourish. I am Oleo, a skald. And what is your name? Alette, and this is Ivor. On the 14th of bloody hell. Man, that's soon. Man, that's far sooner than I thought. Jesus, I thought we were still like months away from that. Jesus. Names destined for history. Sounds like the brave poet is about to give us a few proper verses. I'll make them rhyme, given the time. His smile seems genuine as much as the concern that follows. Do you have any idea what might be causing a deep rumbling underfoot? Deep rumbling? Could be the giant serpent again. The serpent in the sun. Radomir. I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. I don't think the sun serpent would break mountains and try to swallow us all. Who could say with the sun stopped in the sky like this? Tell me, did you just come from Borsgard? Good old Borsgard. We're getting the words back. We're getting Nordic words back. Let's go. Did you come from Borsgard? We heard a rumor the Sunder Bellower was sacking the town. We fucking killed him. Alea pauses and looks to Ivor, who confirms your statement with a nod. History indeed. Sunder Slayers are among us. Depths, there's so many questions to ask. Don't have to wait until we're safely back on our longships. We're leaving this place. The skull nods his understanding, but another question creases his brow. Leave? Not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have. It's our home. And, bitch. And you gonna die here if you don't leave. I heard the same when Saga was overrun. Except we had the sense to leave when we were able. But, my children, you don't understand. I know exactly what it means to be a child stripped away from your home and family. Aleo takes a step back before lowering his head. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I'll have everyone on the ship soon. You watch Aleo rejoin his family. Moves his hands too much when he talks, it's unsettling. I do that. You smile but say nothing. People thinking we're heroes now. The world is breaking in more ways than one. Not the first time you've been called a hero, Yngvar. Ivor, your father's closest friend, looks unamused. He is one of the giants known as the Varl. Or Wal, apparently. That's a W. Actually, no, that makes sense, because I had a friend called David. But he was, Swedish? Finnish? He was something Nordic. He was something Nordic. And it was David, but spelled with a W. Dawid. So, yeah, I guess instead of Varl, it's Wal with a W. I don't know. At least the dude didn't instantly deride them for being led by a woman. This is true. To be fair, though, when your ass gets saved, you ain't gonna say shit. I think you have 8, 9, 10, and 11 left in the classic series. 11 doesn't count. Oh no, Aleo's Italian. He talks with his hands. Yeah, 11 doesn't count. That's not classic. That's new shit. We don't count that. It's also not in the collection, so boom. Your humour reminds me of your father's, since we're talking about the things we'd rather avoid. I know he's gone, but I don't know how to let him go. No doubt Odd Life could help more than could help more with that than a fatherless, loveless Jarl like me. Wow, Jarl. I'm gonna alternate that word. I don't fucking care at this point. Look up to see Ivor staring off into the distance. Rook was the closest thing I had to a friend. I wish I would have done more to protect him. You suddenly hear the centuries of life in Ivor's voice and imagine all he has seen. Ivor. I'm not sure you do let go. You just keep going. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. The travelling merchants are surprisingly well stocked, Uben, the old Varl, dubbed Skyvener, says. Since Borsgard, our numbers have grown. People have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we need plenty of supplies considering our destination. Where can I find the merchants? What kind of supplies? Alright, thank you, sir. Almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the ravens, the mercenaries who followed us from Borsgard. Chat with their leader, Bolverk. But be careful, it's not like other Varl. That didn't give you information about the caravan. Yeah. Oh, that's worth a lot of fucking renown. Jesus. Arms talents. +3 to all talent. What? You have talents? All talents, break, dodge, arms talents. What? Oh, jeez. Everyone wants to say hi. Alright, here we go. Watching him, but not being able to pronounce shit again. Hey, man, look. Look. They have made up fake words that no real human says. I don't care. These are fake words by fake people. You find Egil or Gil engaged in conversation with Prince Ludin, and wait to approach. I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I didn't know there were rules on how to ask. But now you do. My father clearly needs to enforce customs across the backlands of his kingdom. Oh, and out here, we earn a name for ourselves instead of being born with a title. Ludin, surprised by the comment, sees you standing nearby. He straightens his posture. Your words are getting the better of you. I'll attempt to forget what you just said. The prince nods to you and walks away. What was all that about? Gil looks shocked to see you. Nothing. Just becoming a Kingsguard requires more than skill. You need a name. Kingsguard? You're looking forward to Arborang, aren't you? Just thinking about the future, you know. Listen, I'm sorry for not fighting by you during the attack. Could I have brought you? Could I have brought him? I don't think I could have. Could I? I didn't check. I never used him in combat. Could I have brought him? I don't know. Well, you don't need. No, I do. I promised your father I'd always protect you. I don't need protecting, but I could use a friend. I get that, and we are friends, but he searches for the right words. The point is, I'm around if you need me. Thanks, Gil, that means a lot. Ah, yeah. That boy gonna get laid! I'm convinced that people's comprehension of media is dropping. A few days ago, I was looking through the comments of a manga comic, and one of them said, what are his spears going to do against guns? He also said that it's not like they have special abilities, and they could just be made by normal people. When it's already been established that the MC is a mystical warrior, and that his spears have special abilities. Look, man. No one needs to pay attention to the things they read. I don't know why you assume that. Reading and actually absorbing information is cringe. That's why no one likes Souls players, because that's all they do. They read and absorb nonsense. Odd Life, a friend and mentor, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? Group walk away as Odd Life stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. These people owe you their lives. Your decision to stop here saved every one of them. Well, our clansmen all agreed. Don't be naive. Saving people is what you do. It's what your father did. Those under his banner agreed because they follow you. Her tone is forceful, and you almost smile to break the tension. Almost. They respected Rook, and that respect is passed to you. But give them any reason to doubt you, and they'll vanish. Then I won't give them reason to doubt me. She stares at you for a drawn-out moment before nodding. Her demeanor softens. I want to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging food, and the more we have, the more food they'll find. Training some of them to fight will help keep the others safe, but it takes time, and I'm not sure we have much at to spare. As our leader, you're expected to decide how many fight and how many look for food. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Odd. You turn to leave, but Odd Life stops you. She grabs you in a tight hug. Rook had a way of making it easier for all of us to be stronger. Her words seem to be as much for her as they are for you. Like, actually, 2 chapters before the chapter this comment was made, the MC used a spear that had magical barrier ability. Look, man. Again, it's cringe. Meanwhile, I worked all day on getting daily permission to work. Made it work up till chapter 3, where I have to get to the hospital, and it always crashes in the exact same spot. I won't give up for now, but I found a save file on chapter 4. Let's watch chapter 3 on YouTube. Imagine watching stuff on YouTube instead of playing it. That's cringe, my guy. That's low tier content. How dare you? You're a failure of a streamer. Imagine YouTubing part of a game instead of playing it. Who would do that? By the way, don't watch my last stream of Mega Man 7. Don't watch my last stream of Mega Man 7. Don't worry about that. Imagine there's some guy who thinks that Dark Souls series is like a fancy archaeology game series because of all the talk of lore and the bare bones story. I mean, kinda, technically. Like, they've never played the games and I've only heard about it and they assume the case. I mean, again, look at Vi video. Technically correct. The Vrol mercenary leader, Bolverk, and a rather large female fighter are talking to. Wait, are there female Vrol? What? They're talking to Juno, a member of the Spell Weaving Menders Council. Bolverk looks annoyed, nothing unusual. There's no haggling on this. She already accepted the offer in Borsgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by her presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Vrol. Let us see to survive with this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. Oh, Jesus. Where the fuck did we get this? This woman would have been useful in fucking bowls. Where the fuck were you? She's a little small for such a big role, isn't she? Yeah, well, you a hoe. Yeah, well, you's a hoe. Let me just say no. I'm glad you're not easily provoked. Unfortunately, that we are discussing stays between us for now. Her look at Bolverk says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hakon in the dock when you're ready. Fane Valka. Now, one of these days, Claw and Fang will get thirsty of their spell weed and blood. Claw and Fang, his axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blade sharp, and the cheeks scarred with plenty of use. But it's the grey handles that stand out, unlike anything you've seen before. So you're leading this rabble now. Only to Arberang, then it's King Minorf's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd royally piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. What's your name? I'm Volker, shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolver gives her a stern look, but she doesn't look back down. I wouldn't know who you are, chieftain. Yeah, I'm based. That's who I is. I is based. There's a problem I should know about. And Vrol seems to grow taller and more wild as he takes a step towards you. You stopping to save every Fane idiot along the river will get us all killed. Makes more sense to only stop the ships when we need supplies. And get rid of half these useless people too. They're slowing us down. The river dictates our speed on the ships. You've got rowers, use them. I hate for an accident to happen when we're out in the water. Roderick snorts and turns his attention to the large sealed cart behind him. His bare cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Alright. Nexus streams change from an actual gameplay stream to a Let's Play reaction stream. So basically just Asmongold. He's Asmongold at that point. Let's go. I react to my own gameplay. Homegrown idiocy, 100% organic. I mean, you got the idiocy part. Down about the rest. Hey, get fucked. Wooden planks of a well-used dock creak as you walk across them. How can a warrior recently acknowledged as a king of the role? When? The king's still alive, isn't he? Did he die? Did he die? Did Einatoft fall? I thought they went around it. Did Einatoft fall? Did the king die? Have I forgotten? I could have sworn that. I could have sworn they went around. Did they go around and then like through the back? Okay. He paces the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring. Bring as many as you want, buddy. I can help if you need. The giant raises his eyebrows. You got your own battles to fight, little one. I hear men saying that they don't want to follow a girl. And proving yourself while being compared to the previous leader of your clan isn't easy. His mood darkens. Vognir's death still doesn't sit well with me. I aim to figure it out, but now we sail. Yeah, but Vognir died like a bitch. He also may have been killed by the king. We're not sure. Genuinely, we're not sure. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships are built from scrap wood scavenged from Borsgard. Ravens find pace around the large cart and their black sealed vessel. Oars slowly move onto the move all the boats onto the river's current. If Wikipedia is correct, which sometimes it might not be, Bolvark means a worker of evil. Oh damn, you're gonna betray my ass. Let's go. My ass finna get complained at. Complained at, betrayed at, stabbed at, everything. Let's go. The complaints of a few are growing. What does she really know about getting us to Arborang safely? The smith says. A few others chime in with agreement. Her father was something else, but her? She should be looking for a husband, not telling me what to do. Oddlife looks at the group of men before turning to you. She seems interested in hearing your response. Alright, leave now before I decide not to let you. Yeah, get out of here. Relax, Gil, the smith says. We're not the only ones with doubts about you. And if you ever threaten me again, you draw your bow and aim. I've got too much going on to repeat myself. The men look angry, but know they're outnumbered. They disembark at the next turn the river. Oddlife looks impressed. It's like, alright, get the fuck out of here. If you don't want to listen to me, if you don't want me to lead, get the fuck out my caravan. It's that simple. Either be fucking a team player or fucking leave. Choice is yours, bitch. Aleo looks ill. Good. We don't need the Italians. At least it's not the brackish sea. He whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak to you. I'm not sure we are all built for aquatic voyages, he says. And I hear Arborang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours rest on solid ground. Never actually questioned this, but what kind of dog do you have? It is a Labrador. This is a golden Labrador. I say golden, it's brown. I don't know where I got golden from. Actually, I know where I got golden from. I got golden from because when we were first getting him, I asked, and I was told golden retriever because that's what my uncle has. But no, it's Labrador. So now, whenever I think about whatever breed he is, the first thing that comes to mind is golden retriever, even though he's not. The overlooks and many others sway you and your signal the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is a destination? The Valka, Juno says the Menders there can protect us. Menders, the Skull's shoulders slump. We're all hoping for something more substantial. He realizes Ivan and Juno can hear him. Thank you for hearing my people, but you're talking about an army of dredge. The Valka and her apprentice share a smile, but say nothing. Dredge, Aleo says, almost in awe. Man and Vrol's storied foe from oh so long ago. But they're real and here. How have we made it so far? How have they made it so far south? Walking. They can't be stopped, so walking is the answer. They walk. They keep walking. They don't stop walking. We're gonna die. I've always imagined that it was like a chihuahua. It just made some of the stories that you told funnier. Really? Alright. I mean, I guess. Or a little Alsatian. A tiny little ass sausage dog. That would have been fun. But nah, it's a goddamn lab. It's a fucking energetic bitch. Like, he won't come the fuck down. The longship rocks gently and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses... The fabled horses to ride up. Have you never seen a horse? Without pace the dredge and be on a sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back into land. Have you never seen horses, sir? Well, at that time, we stood outside your door and refused to even attempt to... Oh, yeah. Yeah. The door was open. He was just sat... Like, he was at the, what's it called? You know the wooden, like, bit where like, between like, the door frame, there's a bit of wood on the floor. He, like, he just stood there. And he just, like, looked at, like, the dividing line. Looked up at me. Looked down at the line. And just sort of just, like, didn't know what to do. It was funny. Man, I was just like, you right? I can see you, but I don't know how to get to you. There's a line in the floor. That means I can't cross, right? He ain't like that no more. Kevin's attempting to reach Ormsdal by river. Reaching Arborang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal of the caravan. It is hoped that the walls of the ancient city will provide us safety against the deepening catastrophe. From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Arborang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Tower and obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving power of the Menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger. That's kind of cool. I think if we started here, and instead of going straight here, we've gone from here, all around, to here, to here, to here, to here, to fucking down here. Like we are circling the fucking continent. Home of the first Royal King, Einar, Covey's Empire, blah blah blah. The Royal Fortress, hewn into the rock itself. No mention of it falling. All right. You can return to the map at any time by pressing Y. Let's travel through the world. Time passes. Number of days. Blah blah blah. Yep. Morale drops. Continuous travel. Supplies are low. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Number of days worth. Yep. Okay. Yep. When a day passes in the camp, the caravan consumes a day's worth of supplies and morale increases. Alright, I'm gonna talk to him though. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons you. His movements are somewhat odd and almost comical. What the fuck is that name? You want to be confused by Trigvy's presence if you supported this journey long ago. What? Man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. It's hard to push a spear through a tree. Easy to turn the tree into another spear. Aye. Go on. What? That's it. Shoo now. He starts laughing. It's disturbing as you walk away. You hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. What the fuck? What the fuck? Maybe they wouldn't have lost the people they did if they actually took the direction route. The dredge are coming from the north after all. Yeah, but look. Look, you're out here making claims and oh, everyone's level 3. People have leveled down? Oh no, you're still 4. I made you 5, but okay. But at least everyone's 3 baseline. I can take that. Also, Ivor is always in the team. What ability you got? Is it still shit? It's not as good as your father's. Not as good as your father's. Alright, let's get... Can I get Egil in the team? What's your ability? Just tanking. Could be good. But I got the big boys. And by the way, I should level y'all. One additional strength and armor. Yeah, that's just base. And they can be 1 additional strength plus 2 armor. Cool. Alright, so that... What the fuck is these? Break is the amount of direct damage that you naturally do to an enemy's armor. And I can either... You search for their broken straps or torn mail, then make them pay. Rank 1 is 10% chance to cause puncture. And this is a percent chance to avoid arm. Real quick though, what is... Okay, so a percent chance to a percent chance to do more damage for every bit of armor lost, or just negate the armor entirely. Like, yes. That's a no fucking brainer. You get puncture by default, so that is worthless on you. Although I could just do that instead. I don't know how much I'm going to use you, buddy. Or you. Okay, what is strength? 20% chance to resist strength damage, or crit chance. Crit chance is nice. I would like the resist, honestly. 20% chance just 20% chance to resist some damage. It's not great. It's only one, but we take those. Oh shit. Actually, we'll get there, but we'll do this. Avoid armor stack. I'm doing that because she's an archer. Ideally, she's never getting hit. She will. Ideally, she won't. It's kind of come out that long after the first one. So they likely just had this all planned out and just didn't put it in. Oh no, this came out like 2 years after the first one. I'm pretty sure. About 2 years, I think. Dodge chance or bonus hit chance? What does that do? There's just more chance to hit, I guess. Alright. Well, we're gonna max you. And then, boom. We can give this guy a try, why not? I also checked Man Saga 1 was 2014, Man Saga 2 was 2016. Yeah, 2 years apart. I'm pretty sure 3 came out in 18. My hair's wet, so I couldn't put on headphones to hear. So I will assume everything you said about me was nice. Oh, absolutely. Every time. I never not say anything nice about you. You know this. Considering a lot of sprites are reused / edited, and the overall gameplay interface is very similar, that works pretty well. Oh yeah. I don't know if they went in knowing it would be 3 games, but I'm pretty sure they went in knowing it wouldn't be 1. 2 men approach while no one is around. One is wearing a wolf cloak and missing a hand. The other is a guard with a crazed hair shoved into a helmet. Finally, a moment alone with the new leader. What up, ho? Is there something you need? It seems I should be asking you that. I'm Ruger, the governor of Borsgard. Yo, you were the bitch. Wait, what? You killed? Alright. Why am I just meeting you now? With the chaos of the siege and the flight from Borsgard, this is my first chance to meet you and congratulate you. Your command so far has been impressive. The guard nods in agreement but says nothing. So far, should I be expecting more trouble? I'm hoping you already know the answer to that. I'm simply here to offer my help before the trouble arrives. What can you provide? You've never been to Arbrang before, right? Never left a Saga before all this. A pretty girl rarely needs to leave her village. I'm sure our men were already offering to provide for you. But I'm from Arbrang. It's different than anything you can imagine. Different how? It's a seat of power. Twice as many people as Borisgard, all clawing to get close to the king. It's a sight, but it'll probably scare you. Will it though? Why did you leave? Honestly, there was a better chance for power somewhere else. The Borisgard needed a strong governor. And now? Now that that's all gone, and I see you, fresh meat heading toward the Bear's Cave. You might become a better leader than anyone before you, but no one here besides me knows what you need to survive in Arbrang. Hiya, friends. I'll manage. First lesson alert. Friends are people with too much knowledge, and they can use it or be used to manipulate you. The sudden cold tone of his voice catches you off guard. You sound speechless. These are hard truths you need, and you need a man like me to teach you. I'll be around. I don't know about that guy. You kind of shifty. Pretty sure they went in hoping for a second one, prepping the potential for it. Writing the story once one was a success, that sounds more like it. Or having one's ending be open enough to add on to. Don't forget this game originated from Kickstarter, that is true. That's true, in Kickstarter games they kind of rattle down like, if we do this we're gonna pop off again. I really just like his fur being fixed with a dagger. Yeah, well. Do something about it. Do something about it, ho. What are you gonna do? He's showing the Romans what they should have done. Ahead, driftwood is collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longships. Alternatively, going ashore had its own risk. How about we cut? Once on land, Ivor hack on everyone else with an axe, starts hacking away at the wood blockage. Thudding sound fills the air. Moments later, Ruger says, damn, we got company. As Dredge approach from the woods, you realise that you'll have to hold them off until the X-Men finish. Better enter battle. If you find the battle too challenging or difficult, need a tougher challenge, you can modify the difficulty. Yeah. Oh no! Ivor, no! Ivor, no! Okay, well we're gonna get some What's your ability? Nah. Actually, is there allies? Adjacent allies. Oh yo, that's actually better. This ability got fucking upgraded since the last game. Yo, that's better than the last game. Yeah, right. What does this man use as a fucking weapon? Is it just it's just a dagger. Yeah, I'll use them for now. And also, we're gonna get the boy. Need to get the boy in the team. Okay, looked up the OG Kickstarter. It was pledged for 100k and reached 700k by the end. They increased the promised amount of stuff as the backers kept coming. By the end, people who backed with $50 got all 3 chapters, so the campaign kept on going. And decided to release some chapters, so expanding as the money came in. You know what? That's actually really good. Also, hello, Smolder. And the base idea decided on the actual size when the money came in. That's actually really good. So it wasn't like, yo, we got free planned. It was just, yo, money keeps going on. We can just keep adding. Yo, we can just add this shit, boy. Why is everyone so goddamn spread out? Oh, because there's trees. Not trees, not the trees, anything but the trees. And he's over there vibing. You can go over there with the big boy. Why not? Imagine sensible product plan. I know, right? Imagine that. Imagine actually like being a team leader and being a smart project manager. That's silly. Alright, Spearman. You just stand there with your spear. You know what? Bleed would be pretty good if it was coupled with a knockback. You're gonna catch some shut eye, so gonna lurk while watching you fuck up until I fall asleep. Alright. Have a good one, nerd. Have a good one, hoe bag. Hoe boy. Well, that's pretty cringe. Well, that was kind of rude AF. Knock back 2 tiles. Yeah, that's pretty good. What was the point in that? Sir? Nani? Nani the point? Point the Nani? Yo, that bleed did real good actually. Congrats, you move, you die. My man can only hit 3. He a bitch now. Let's go. Bitch made. Look, there's no damage these hoes doing. Like I said, bitch made. Fucking zapped my own guy. Continue to stand ground. We'll go again. Oh, that's a big one. That's a gigantic boy. That there, gigantic boy. Not diagonal of everyone. And he is damage. That's actually a really good place for him to be, I ain't gonna lie. This is a really good spot. I ain't gonna lie, that was the one bit of tactics you'll ever see me use. The singular piece of tactics I will ever use. This bleed really coming in clutch. Bleed run out, god damn it. Maybe do Mega Man on Saturday. It's been a while after all. Maybe. Mayhaps. Perhaps. We might. We might indulge in the Man of Mega. So that was a flawless fight, no problems. We might make it down this river to the capital without any more trouble. Yeah, you look at Ivor, surprised by his optimism. And I might sprout wings and start flying. Would you make up for would that make up for your missing arm? Hey, I get to make jokes about losing my arm, not you. I suppose that's fair. So what are you worried about then? I think you should make use of this trainer and his tent that we are hauled around everywhere. You can't hesitate anymore when it comes to killing others. So when it comes to protecting your own, or not when it comes to protecting your own, there's to bank the ships and make sure you're ready by challenging your skills. This training tent is where you hone your skills by competing challenges. And through free-form sparring. Alright, but first off. You watch for a moment as Ivan, Juno's apprentice, and the mender found nearly dead at Ridgehorn, moves his staff in a complex motion repairing some armor. Not a bad festival trick, right? Can I give it a try? Sure. Alright, here, try this. He makes an intricate motion with his staff, and broken links in the armor fuse together. You try to duplicate his motions, but nothing happens. Ivan smiles. Anyone can be a mender, but the training can be difficult. I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. You've already completed many of the lessons, tending to wounds, enduring trials, focus amid distractions. It comes naturally to you. That's because I've been fucking trying to survive my ass, goddamn. Then what would what do I have to do if I said yes? You'd have to practice day and night. Ivan looks up toward the unmoving sun. You'd have to practice. It wouldn't be easy. It might not even be popular among the clansmen. They're a little skittish around Juno and me. You're not making it sound that great. Yeah, I've never been much of a recruiter, but mending has its advantages that are both on and off the battlefield. Like using lightning to bring down the ancient Ral Bridge. Ivan grins and picks up the armor. Hopefully not. Anyway, mull it over and we'll talk about it again. I've got to check on the fighter who was wearing this. Hey, if I could make her a mage, that'd be great. I've got 5 challenges for you, and if you can finish them all before we get to Arborang, well, I'll let everyone know that you've impressed me. Form a shield wall, kill an enemy using puncture, use heavy impact to damage 3 or more enemies at once. Thanks for training. Let's go back in. All 3 have to be lined up. Oh, there's 3 in a row. Let's go. Oh, he's gonna move. He finna move. Yeah. And now Hakon cannot do 3. Fuck. Alright, there we go. There we are. Don't know what I got out of that. Do not know what I got out of that, but fair enough. Yeah, you look at all the food freshly placed on the supply carts. What's this all about? You ask Oddleaf. Clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can help keep us alive. Fair enough. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the long ships as a man struggles with a fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out the large shape what looks like fur or hair. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net. Long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make the eyes grow wide. I can't believe you crushed those guys' D&D session. It was an all armage party, so it would have lasted long, but still. Mage is obviously misspelled. Was that meant to be mage? Alright. Oh, so it wasn't all mage, but they had spears. What do you mean? There was no magic involved. Guess we're looking a lot of adults in Vral stand on the shoreline waving you down. Need the basics. Food, safety, trade routes are empty. You can come aboard. My headphones died randomly there. Shouts from one of the rear longships grab everyone's attention. The quick construction is proven faulty. Ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all other ships almost at capacity, consider your options. Yeah, in real life they were spearmen, but their characters were mages. Well, then they're cringe. If you're gonna be a spearman in real life, how about you be a spearman? Stick to what you know is what I'm saying. Ask shipwrights for advice. We need to get out of the water, one says. Nonsense. I plug the holes with some cloth. Yeah, alright, well. People appear to have died. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention. As long as it begins to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on could hold any more. They might be supplies for our trouble. Ivor cocks an eyebrow, and who will we supply them when they realise trade routes are blocked by dredge? Hey, don't worry about it. When the ship lands, you and a few others are rushed toward the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger sensation. No sounds of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, Bolverk growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. I mean... Yeah, let's go back. Something's not right. You stop and shout. Return to the ships. A Raven leader growls at you as everyone turns to head back, but he follows. On the banks, a small force of strangers are headed toward the supply ship, but stop when they notice your return. A man riddled with desperation steps forward. Sorry for the ruse. Hunger makes men take risks. Yeah. What about the burning village? It's empty, he says. Others went north days ago, taking what little was left. Not sure what stopped the trade carts or where all the fish went, but those buildings are only good for signaling help. I shouldn't have tried to steal from us, we'll even. We're dead without supplies, he shouts, but your archers and Vral will keep the strangers from attacking. Clansmen clap you on your shoulder as your ships sail away. Governor Raga looks amused. I mean... A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. And there's the Vral on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Vral's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Vral before slowly backing up. Watch it and track it if possible. The grunt runs away. You silently follow, but stop when you discover a clearing with a few small animal bones lying about. Meager meals for one. Near bones stands a tiny statue of a dragon, and terror courses down your spine. Why? Fight your fear and take the statue? Each step toward the statue adds to your doubt until your hands wrap around it. You realize that you've been holding your breath in silent relief. Back on the ship, the clansmen discuss your whole experience along with the nuts they collected. Smiles appear on most faces. Guess that was good.
Carved rock on a vacant island. Azalai's godstone almost looks lonely.
Why are they only just now sort of showcasing that the dredge aren't insta-aggro hate creatures? Because the first game was about establishing... Wait a minute. The first game was... Oh, hello. Yeah, the first game was about establishing that they're a threat, but they might not be what they appear. Now it's elaborating on, wait a minute, these things are like actual things. And then the third game, we're going to team up with the dredge. We're going to get a dredge party member. It's going to be great. That's a hard-ass glowing stone bitch. The clansman and Vrol are admiring the godstone when you notice someone missing. It's a bulwark and these ravens, Aleo says. They look rather upset by my music and all the singing. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally. But come closer. Let me introduce you to Aseli, the god of streaming waters. There's some more to his tale. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Alea looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps each year, so people were always trying to make sure that she stayed put. Alea looks to you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift to which to entice her? Yeah. My massive dick. Pull one of the stronger ropes. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. It feels as pointless as expected, and unless he's a godstone, doesn't budge. Suddenly, you are joined by Hakon and Ivar, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join until the rope snaps, and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. You return to where the clansman had set up camp and see someone, a woman in torn robes, slip from your tent. She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss in your tent, you let her go. That's tad questionable. Speak to Sven in the training tent to start training some of your clansmen to battle-ready fighters. The trainer looks past some of the boys and girls eager to learn, teaching fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. We need the protection. 50 should be enough. Leave most of the others with their families or where they belong. He starts calling a few forward and turns to you. Get food for the day ready. Sure. I'm gonna talk to you. Two Vrol look deep in conversation, but Ivar catches your eye and waves you over. I think Bulwark is also an alias of Odin, so him having ravens is kind of funny. That's gonna play into sign. I mean, we have fucking Jormungandr. Or Nidhogg. Oh, I forgot what one we decided it was. Nidhogg or Jormungandr. Either way, that's a thing we have to deal with. So, an Odin stand-in? Yeah, okay. Who's Loki? Actually, I tell a lie. There was already a Loki character. There was, what's his name? Ekil. If we recruited him, he would have mutinied and killed people. So, that's Loki done already. Two Vrol look deep in conversation, but Ivar catches your eye and waves you over. So they all armed themselves and are running from something, but what? Hakon's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of the enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing too, we might have lost the Great Wars. You think about something to say? Juno says there's a darkness coming. But what Valkyrs say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy. So I might explain why the dredge are everywhere. Like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe that whatever's coming to hit them first. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. If they've learned to crack the ground and kill a giant serpent, then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. So what happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar, or Yingvar, probably told you never to close. Never. We never got close to pushing them back into the depths that they call home. Actually, Ivor has never said much about the past. Oh? Ivor says nothing. He just holds a Hakon stare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. Anyone try talking to the dredge? Both roll look at each other. There are rumours that some have tried and have been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. A skull tells about the sound of a dredge voice making your skin fall off. So there's no communication with the enemy. Is that normal? We've been too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make war-blinding sounds. I guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Volker. But good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. I'll leave you to figuring out the big issues. You should know the clansmen that have been talking about us are killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. I say if it's not us, it's them. Alright. I'm bothered more by the decision to destroy Ironetoft's bridge. There we go, Hakon. It's the best decision at the time. To collapse the bridge that cost thousands of Roll lives to build. If it weren't for your damned horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. The two giants begin trading insults and you step away, letting them vent. I can hear once more. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all can hear. Discussions can be had. Words can be heard. Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They are climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Vrou and clansmen look annoyed. Move families to specific longships. You order the longships alongside each other before revealing your plan. Some are shocked and reluctantly follow, while others agree with your decision. The rearrangement takes more time than you expect, but the vessels are soon moving again, with children only climbing over those with children of their own. Hey. Break the dam, release the river. There's no dam to break though, sir. I don't know, there was the first part that didn't load in. Swords will be shattered, shields will be splintered. Break the dam, release the river. Okay. I don't know why that first part didn't show up at first. So they really are pretty much just murder beasts. We know nothing about what provoked the initial war. So that's the only conclusion that can currently be reached. Yeah, pretty much. We know so little about them. That while we can assume that they're running for their lives from the darkness, the first two wars, no one knows. I think it was two. No one knows what happened. They were just like, fuck it, dredge. Cool breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind and feel something pressed into your hip. You feel around and find an item in your pack. You do not remember obtaining it. Hey, Alessi's trial, let's go. You ever play Lego Lord of the Rings? There was a gag item that's basically a disco lamp that would cause you to dance and play techno Lord of the Rings song. Nope. I played the original Lego Lord of the original Lego Star Wars games and Lego Indiana Jones. But then they started adding voice acting, and I don't know. Lego games were so much funnier to me when the characters couldn't talk, so they had to like mime and pantomime all of the important scenes. Like the Luke, I am your father. They can't speak, so Darth Vader points to Luke, points to himself, pulls up a picture, just grabs a picture out of his cloak of a picture of Anakin and Padme, and is just going pointing to both of them, then points to Luke, and then starts like dry humping the air. and Luke just loses his mind and just throws himself off the edge. Like, that shit's funny. When they started talking, part of me was just like, nah, Lego games aren't for me anymore. I guess someone stole your sweet roll. Morale -10. How dare those bastards. The sheer cliffs and the boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. Droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. True, the mute Legos were better. The Lord of the Rings ones had dialogue from the films, but that was it. The new ones have people talking, which isn't great. Nah, yeah, I don't like that. Having dialogue from the films is fine, but I prefer the mute. When they were mute and had to actually, like, you know, be funny, it was great. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall, shouts a sharp-eyed Ned from the bow of a longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. To be fair, I think the fully voice acted Lego games are started with Lego Batman 2. I mean, I don't think they're like... I don't think there's a lot of them, but still, it's just... So we gonna die. Our ass is about to die. My brother being out of shit, what the fuck? I don't know if you can hear that beat. I don't know what's going on over there. I mean, Lego Star Wars is a timeless classic. This is true. Like it literally is a fucking classic. No one would disagree with that. When we play in Lego Ninjago, never. I think voice acting sort of works for the original games, but for the ones that are Lego versions of the popular series, doesn't work at all. Didn't even do original games. You're already approaching waterfall clouds, your forts. While all the clansmen you picked up keep the ships from being nimble, Nid's warning allows time to react. It's a struggle, but the longships are swept. Yeah, but no longships are swept over the waterfall. Remaining ships, rowers, pull hard, heading for the dredge-lying northern bank. In their haste, the vessels are smashed against sharp split rocks as they are pushed toward the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in the mud under the weight of their armor. Longships are too spread out for command a unified landing. Amid the chaos, you look at those nearby. Gris, a stout Val warrior, and a few others like him look ready to rush the dredge. Balverk and his company are close to you, hurling their sealed cart off the ship. Consider your options. Elderleaf, can you help keep the dredge off us? I'll do what I can. She says, grabbing a couple more quivers, Elderleaf nimbly climbs some rocks for a vantage point. Using the cover, she begins pinning down dredge. Well, we're gonna go to the Old Faithful, which is you and you and you and you and let's get good old Hoagie. Hey, Hoagie or Mogi? Which one do I want? We want Mogi. Good old Mogi. Man, we have fucking renown for days. Robust and what? So crit and chance to ignore damage. And Titan straps, which is regen armor. Or resist armor damage. Let's resist strength damage. Oh, shit. And regen armor. It costs so little to promote in this game, because I guess they're expected to promote a lot. Wait, you get a new ability? Oh god, level 6 you get a new ability. That's crazy. Alright. Items. Alright. Where's Gomamon with his March and Fisher's attack when you need him? Yeah, that wouldn't really help. Let's not pretend. We need that shit. Plus 3 strength. Give that to who has the most strength? 18, 18, 17, 12. Give that to you. Will and 2 strength. Give that to you. Crit chance. Give that to should give that to me. Armor and aggro. Go to you, why not? Knock back on strength. Can anyone? Level 6 required. Alright, no one can use that. Fair enough. Okay, we based. Trap there, but would I even walk into it is the question. And you're alone, sir. Can you vibe on your own? Let's move a dude bro. Let's move a dude bro over here with you. You have a friend. Let's just damage a man. Jeez. Get fucked. That was 1 damage? Man, that sucks. That was 1 damage? My god, I thought you'd do more than that. I'm gonna be real. Oh, that's a fucking KO turn 1. Jesus. The fuck? The fuck are these? Look at these creatures. Skulker becomes invisible and stalks a target. That's a problem. What the fuck are these? They don't attack the dredge, which means they're friends with the dredge. Good. Good to know. Good to know. That is what we call based in the business. I was hoping that they would be, ooh, crit, nice. I was hoping there'd be a sign of the fucking darkness. So they would be, you know, not. I thought they would be part of the third faction so we could explore what the hell the darkness is in this game. But I guess not. I guess not. Fair enough. Fire enough, I guess. Who needs to know about the darkness? Not me, I guess. That's game free. What the fuck is that? What the? What the? Dire Guard. This is a hazard to avoid. Plus, 3 armor. 3 armor damage to a dredge causes 1 armor damage to chain. Oh no, that's just what every dredge has. When a Storm Singer is hit, all Gloom Wardens focus on its attack. What the fuck is... What is a Storm Singer and a fucking Gloom Warden? I have questions about what the fuck. I find it funny that the Digimon series can't decide if Gaimon's normal Mega is Ophionmon or Magnadramon. Does it work? Oh no, yeah, okay, no. My brain was thinking of something else for Ophiomon. It should be. Oh, what was this? Yeah, no, okay, yep. It should be Ophiomon. So then it just follows the same fucking line as Patamon. With Angemon, Magna Angemon, and then what the fuck? Like it should be that. But it don't. It should be, but it don't. The fact that it even turns into that dragon thing at the same level just confuses me. I ain't gonna lie. I look at that and I'm like, why? The fact that these things don't hurt the fucking dredge is annoying. I'm gonna be big real. The fact that it does not do damage to the dredge be annoying. That's a fucking double kill. Call that being based. Hey Smokes. It's gone to the point where they also gave Patamon's line an alternative dragon Digivolution. That seems fucking waste. That seems like a waste of literally everyone's time. Just keep the shit normal. Why gotta be extra? Man, you keep shooting that shit in the same place. How about you do something different with your life? There's an entire ass battlefield, woman. Use it. He's throwing hands with the mage. He's throwing hands with the mage. I continue to not be a fan of the fact that these things aren't actually a symbol of darkness, and they're actually signs of the goddamn fucking dredge. This could be a three-way battle, but it's not. I fear that we won't learn about the darkness until Game 3. Genuinely, my only fear. We will not learn about this entire existential threat properly until Game 3. I have no basis for this concern, I just believe it. I fear it. Pretty cringe, my guy. Now get owned. I guess it was just a parallel Gatamon Mega Choice. But yeah, but it's stupid. Me and my friend on season 8 of Doctor Who finally got to be a Capaldi. Ah, you got to both the good shit and the bad shit. Darkness, light, darkness, light. Darkness. Why not light? Because I like darkness. Okay. Okay, I believe you now. Hakon works his way through a frantic clansman on his way to you. You made some tough calls on the river. If those ships had been loaded down with more people, no telling how many we'd have lost. Thanks. Too bad the landing was rough. Hakon squints into the distance. The next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. No. You know what? No. That joke was too easy. Any chance to find through them? No, not even before the losses we just took. Best we can do is become a wall until they get tired of punching. Do you know an Ivan approach? There may be a way out of the situation. Gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Oh god, it's bad when a Valka opinion is your... Well, a Valka option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. Juno gives Ivan the look. So what's your idea? Ivan sighs. With Juno's help, I think we can get across the chasm. It won't be easy, for me or the caravan. I need the help of Ivan and the calm these people, so that they are ready to march when he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of dredge at all costs. If the sound of a war horn cuts you off, and everyone turns to look, dredge assault begins. Hakon, you know what to do. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Juno and Ivan move to the cliff edge. Hakon, surveying the battlefield, says some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense. Otherwise, it'd be a straightforward assault. Now we just thought about barricades. Okay, the same crew without the mage. We can live with that. Let's get to our odd life. Good old odd life. She has the oddest life. Oh, we are quite literally back to a wall. That is pretty cringe, my guy. Appreciate them. If we're undamaged, we do what I like to call damage. But then shit like that happens where we lose 7. But then shit like that happens where we just lose 7. Frame 1. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Ma'am, I am trying. Imagine that Ivan just pulls an ET. Like they all just get shot off the cliff and start flying for some reason. No bike, they just float. I expected that to be what was going to happen. I ain't gonna lie. I expected that. The moment he said, I can get you guys across, I just thought, ah, we're flying. We're ETing it. Let's go. Oh, this guy going down. He's taking a bucket. His ass demolished. Oh, neat. Yeah, levitating rocks. Oh, they just keep coming. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's trying his best. Madam, I believe she's dead. I believe Juno's a ghost. The fact that when we first found her, she was dead. She was talking to fucking Yermangondo, whoever the hell, in the spirit world, and then just casually shows up in town. I am certain she's a ghost. Hence why she's not helping with this. I believe her to be very unalive right now. Also, I like how the green boy is like one of the guys who has the most kills in the entire crew. But also, he's probably gone down the most. He gets into the thick of things, he takes an ass whooping. But he clears them. He makes him go fucking down. But then he gets his ass beat. Ah, he's fine. Yo, 25 renown? Yo. Jenna walks on the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth are bobbing in mid-air like shrimps or like ships at sea, has everyone unsettled. Finally, Ivor takes the range of a yacht loaded with a supply cart and walks into the first floating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way, or Dredge kill us all. His words are punctuated by slinger stones are thudding at the ground a few feet away. Men pick up their children and start running. Caravan animals are squawk and bleat in a frenzy. Varl push through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. A frightened mod tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before everyone is strangely pacified. Even you feel a sense of calm settling your nerves. Some fuckers got pushed off. That's rude as fuck. Wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs above us. The dredge give chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. Find lines of dredge and dispatch you with your arrows. Three dredge grunts fall back as your arrow passes through them. Their armor splinters are wounding others around them. A few more lined up shots, and the dredge are slowly pursued. The last of the clansmen make it onto the bridge, moving past you. Only dredge are left in your caravan's wake. You watch as the floating stones nearest to the land tremble and drop back to into the chasm, taking all standing there with them. The sight is terrifying, but you turn and urge the others to keep moving forward. Yo, this crazy. Yo, this crazy. Definitely see that more time and money went into this game after the success of the first. They're like, yo, we gotta put some more shit. Ivan has grown visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many of the caravan are stunned by witnessing a family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. If you weep a man away from the fallen edge. A grab a man about a tunic who's reaching out to his fallen wife, finally jerking him off a crumbling rock. Keep going, you shout at him. Your action and authority seems to jar others from their motionlessness. Yeah, the hopelessness. And the caravan begins moving steadily again. The stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the rising ones in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in panic. Balvok shouts, knock some of those people over the edge before we all go down. We are carrying too much, Ivor says. We've got to rid ourselves of something before the mender drops us all into the depths. You look around and see only people, food, and a massive cart the ravens are hauling. Dump the food. The one closest to the supplies look at you bewildered. We won't need food if we don't make it across, you shout. Slowly a couple of carts are unhitched and shoved over the edge. Ivan's relief is almost instant and the bridge extends, giving everyone more room to move and time to move. Again, the fact that Juno actively isn't helping says to me that she's dead. She's a ghost. Ivan's scream chills you chills you as it echoes up the cliff a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. This is killing him, she says, and I won't let it happen. Bitch, what's the alternative? She says nothing but looks toward the rear of the caravan. Governor Ragnar and many others from the Borsgard are back there. The food again. We'll replace them in Ormsdala, says Juno before returning to Ivan's side. The supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. I'm telling you, she's a ghost. She is dead. Like video game nonsense. Like our characters could be in a hurry to get somewhere, but they just aren't going anywhere. Oh, I see what you mean. Their legs are just going.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalr. Once a great trade
dumped
town
food
at the
for this
fork
place.
of the Ormsau River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Probably the giant snake. From the massive row to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown to the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against the crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, look down between your leathery grey fingers running through over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you. No stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit for a bit more rest before facing the task of a new day. She just imagined she was a dredge or some shit. Really? Morale decline, you don't say. You make your way across the broken bones of a former trade town, curious as to what's inside this building, which is still somewhat intact. The structure groans as you enter, and you hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only two things stand out: a stone with strange etchings resting on a broken mantle, and footprints in the dust. Hey there, I'm here to help. Small door creaks open and a child looks at you. "Come here," you say. "This place isn't safe." The child seems to trust you and tiptoes towards you. Others begin filing out, carefully choosing their steps. Each person is carrying a bag of food. As you're leaving the precarious structure, a small child runs back in and grabs the stone off the mantle, handing it to you with a smile. Hey. Now, Ivor stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the unconscious Mendes breathing. It took a lot out of him. I never want him doing something like that ever again. I'll let you know. I'll let you tell that to the man who can pull lightning from the sky and lift rocks to form bridges. Impressive as his strength may be, it knows how the use of the power taxed the mender. He looks older. Where's June? I figured she'd be by Ivan's side. Just as Ivor shrugs, Odd Life abruptly enters the room. Good you're here, it's the Ravens. They're travelling, or they're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them. Why? Why? What? Why? We nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Vrolka across floating rocks. I'm not saying any of it is your fault, but people are scared. If they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whether or not you're looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time. They're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hakon are trying to talk sense in the bulwark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Go. The people should see you handle something like this without me around.
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Oh, this game got cutscenes. Hey, it's the fire bitch! Where the fuck did you go? Where did you go? You being a big bitch, he is. Ilya, come get your servant. God damn it, Berserker. God damn Hercules. Clansman chat as Juno converses with the dazed bulwark quietly. A Hakon grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He notions to Yrsa, one of the Prince Luden's bodyguards, who is whipping her picture-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Where the fuck did you go? Good timing, witch. How is it you're still alive? Tis Hakon. Me being a witch was our secret. I'd hate to have to poison you. Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned two y'all with in moments of each other. How? Where did this bitch come from? A friend of yours, Hakon? King? Hakon attempts an enigmatic smile before answering you. Look, this is Prince Luden's bodyguard, Yrsa. I just assumed that she died when we lost her. Well, mate, if there's anything I can do. Yrsa holds her finger over her lips to silence you and then winks. You watch as she departs and finds Prince Luden among the loitering clansmen. Strange, that one. Stranger than Bolverk being as tough as a damn sunder. I should have mentioned that he's a berserker, probably the last of his kind after Andertoft. The Vril King laughs at your blank look. Berserkers lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears, and they're just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. King Hakon, do you? Enough of the king formalities. I've been a Hakon before your armor was alive. I don't know what armor is. Is that like a grandmother? Your mama? What is that? Sorry, Hakon. Do you mind telling me why two Vril leaders have tried to kill each other? I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Call him trying to take off with the supplies that he tucked away. Couldn't let that happen. A cool anger glistens in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bolverk. I'd like to know if something like this is going on. I don't call council meetings. I saw something happening and I stepped in to stop it. The Vril stares at you, visibly irritated. He's a Vril, so that's my call. We'll give him something, but not much. She seemed to just materialized out of nowhere. Yeah. It's like she was. Oh. We're swapping character. Okay, cool. But yeah, like she was on the other side of the continent, lost in a forest fire, and now she's just here on the other side of this giant fucking chasm by herself. How? You glare at the clansmen and the Vril settled among the ruins of Ormsdalar, and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Everyone be ready to leave soon as you start walking off. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Falca ignores your comment. The new members of the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid of me to challenge Hakon. Not really my place to say. Since when has that ever stopped you? The shield maiden grins. We could have at least waited to hear their plans first and then decided. Their plans almost took us over a Fane waterfall. That waterfall surprised us all. Of course, it would be nice to be on our own again. We'll make it to Bindle, get a job, and things will get back to normal. We'll always survive. And what about all those dredge? If they make it across the chasm, it'll be war. Wars have always been good for business. Valka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Bolverk, can I have a word with you? Haven't you had enough? Haven't you said enough? I'll hear you out. Until you watch Volker stomp off, but not too far. She's protective of you. Get on with it. I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that band of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Valka, although she stands resolute. In Borisgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dread threat. No, they're across that damn chasm. That job is done. Agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk into the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust. Valka secrets. You would turn down the Mender Council's coin? What's in the cart? If you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say that we have a Valka's oath for a great deal of coin. We have a Valka's oath for a great deal of coin. Once you have sunken that cart, the Blue River northwest of Bindle is my suggestion. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere, I will know, as will other Valka. Besides, the Ravens always finish their jobs. That reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right. Fine. Raven's oath. It will be done. Jenna nods and walks away. Valka watches her leave and returns to your side. Now what? Now we have a job. Sure could use some more supplies in our car, Raven says, tightening his belt. Kind of a miss having those other folks around. They might not have been worth a damn in a fight, but they knew how to track animals and spot berries. Sounds like you need to practice. Start hunting. You send a few ravens who laugh with him. Don't come back empty-handed, you add. Choice words are mumbled, but they follow orders. 4 hours later, they return, each holding nothing more than a small rodent. 2 of them have split one. Valka shakes their heads and says pathetic. A group of new recruits from Borisgard and the previous caravan are loosely gathered behind Mogan, skilled thrasher with a scar across his face. It felt like a good time to introduce myself. Mogan. Thought you were Villette's clan. She's worse than her father about trying to save everyone. She didn't appreciate this chaotic gift of no gods, no rules, and plenty of chances for fighting. There's few rules of being a raven. Most important is following my orders. Of course, yeah, but what about this giant cart that Valka has slugging around? Something in his tone signals a primal warning inside you. This has nothing to do with you. Oh, the way I see it, emotions to the fighters around him. She's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at our riches. We're mercenaries, you idiot. We're paid to run jobs, not steal from those who hired us. Is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say. The cart stays closed. Look around, Bolverk. The world is ending. Our oaths don't mean a damn thing anymore. Man's words are fading behind the growl in your chest. This is your only warning. I was hoping you'd say that. Hey, let's go. Wait, Crummer, Sigbjörn. Oh no. Crummer, Sigbjörn and Bercy left the main crew. No. No, I lost dude. To be fair, thankfully, Sigbjörn and Bercy I didn't put a lot into, but man, and Mogan. I lost dudes, my guy. I lost dudes, my guy. They can't expect to win. There is no way they expect to win this. A Fire Emblem. Oops, all BS edition. I mean, it's better than Fire Emblem all incest edition. Attacks twice. First is directed, then random adjacent, friend or foe. Oh, that could be a problem. Alright, so keep people away from him. I want to point out, Mogum's the one I was using the most, because like he has the item equipped on him. He was the dude I was using, not his brother. That's an issue. That's a genuine big problem issue. I know I said to him, but I said something. Oh, one. That's not good at all. I'm not a fan of how I've had to kill Mogan. I'm not a fan of how I've had to kill my dude. I don't enjoy that. I put time and work into this boy. I put time into this boy. I'm not a fan. Oh no, he's not dead. Okay. Volko grabs Mogan by the hair and pulls him up to stand in front of you. He's beaten but not broken. Something you can respect. Bad for business if we let people think that we can. They can get away with challenging you. The shield maiden says. You from the edge of one axe while staring down at the man. Voice acting during battles sounds like those oldest videos you see sometimes of people who recorded a fight with their neighbours or something. I have no idea what you're referring to. I generally have no idea what you're referring to. Let him live. The blunt end of Volker's spear takes out Mogan's legs and he falls to the ground. Several raiders deliver kicks to his ribs and legs, teaching him the consequences of disobeying orders. When they're finished, it's clear he won't be worth much for days. Commotion draws your attention into a nearby woods. You're surprised to see a small group of dredge, some which you've never seen before, engaging one of the new recruits from Borsgard. How did the flaying slags get here? You ask, though no one can answer. The tattooed fighter is noticed. What the fuck was that sound? Anyway. Tattooed fighter knows he's drunk, but he lobs the two black axes in quick succession at the approaching scourge. Axes find their mark, shattering their armor. Let's help him in the fight. Yeah, I know he's injured. We beat the fuck out of him. That's why he's injured. Pretty sure the sound was him throwing the axes at people. Yeah, but like that was just so random. Best way I can say it. Actually, it was random. Oh, we have no renown on this team. Yo, the game told us to get fucked. I don't know why there's two, but fair enough. He's running already, the bitch. Pussy. Pussy, man. Throws axes until one is deflected. Yo? Okay. Oh wow. You lost at 80% right off the bat. Kinda cringe, my guy. Game tells you some guy fell off a building and then you just hit a Wilhelm scream. Can you imagine? If the Wilhelm scream was in this game, that would be hilarious. I ain't gonna front. I ain't even gonna pretend. Oh, that guy bugged out. He is dead. He is dead, but he can't move. Well, no, he can't despawn because he died from fucking movement. He is bugged. What the fuck? That man flew! Man, I have no renown in this caravan. Recovering his axes, the mercenary gives you a lazy grin. That was, well, I appreciate the help. Need a drink? Wanna get shit-faced, my guy? You want the alcohol? Why didn't you throw it like that? Taught myself. Too many close calls face-to-face seem to soften people up a bit when I do it right. Then do it right. Name's Ollie. If you're interested, grow up in Boars. You walk off, but give Volker a quick look, letting her know you're impressed by Ollie's throwing. Guess he's part of the team. Ravens are in the air as their ravens approach. What? Ollie says with a slur. Is it a good sign? A small village ahead looks well fortified with a few bodies outside the fences being picked clean by the birds. The caravan moves clear, but still out of arrow range. Well, moves closer but still out of arrow range. Whoever's in there wants to be left alone, Volker says. But it could be our best chance to get supplies around here. Yeah, alright. Grab the Raven banner and advance on the town, dodging a warning arrow. We need supplies, you shout. You know who we are, who I am. A few moments pass before several more arrows zip past you. Well. Fuck him up. The crew can stay, but we don't. We don't have the required renown. We need to purchase supplies. Nation when he walked into a local supermarket and hears a boss music as the outside gets covered in fog. Is that his recording program or something? Wait, what was on the screen? Wait, what was on the screen? Also got a pain in my chest. What's happened there? Yeah, what was on the screen? Let's tab out and rewind the stream a bit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What? A gear with a... What is that? You don't know either? No, I have no idea. I've never seen that. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? I genuinely have no idea. Surprisingly enough, trying to Google COG logo with mountain inside doesn't help, because there's apparently a lot. We just found out midstream that Nation's computer has spyware on it or something. Yeah, that's my FBI agent. I don't know what that is. I have never seen that before in my life. No, wait a minute, wait a minute. GitHub. Fugi Tech. What the? Oh. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, okay. Alright. So you remember when we did the Divinity streams? And I had everyone's profile pictures like along the bottom, and when they spoke, the pictures would light up. The program's called Reactive. That's the logo for Reactive. Why it's popping off now, I have no idea. And I'm gonna hide that in case it pops up again. But okay, now we know what that is. That's the logo for Reactive. That is still plugged into my OBS. Maybe Reactive just got an update, and my OBS is like, wait a minute. Reactive, you say? I still got that in me. That's updating? Cool, I'ma show the update. Or something like that. But okay. Alright, that caught me off guard. He is not allowed to move. Alright. That was rude AF. Ho. That was just unnecessary. That was just deeply unnecessary. How dare you? It happens again, but it's just the Pornhub logo. I mean, at that point, I'd have no excuse. At that point, I have no one. You'd know. Like, I have nothing I can say to that. You know why it's here. Turns out it's the world's most harmless hacker. It's Futaba. It's just Futaba. from the Persona 5. Exactly.
Í dag skal varin heiður ætta vorra.
Hang on. Nation just has an apology stream after the Pornhub leak. I won't apologize for shit. Depending on what's on the Pornhub shit. If you see certain things, I might have to apologize. Otherwise, about it now. Nah. And what? You kick down the last of the barricade to find a dozen or so remaining villagers huddled together. They have bows but no arrows, and the others have thrown their blades to the ground. Man sits forward. I'm Friedrich, the oldest of us, he says. Been fighting off all types from Ormsdar for 2 weeks now, just trying to protect what's ours. He looks back at his people and says, "You won't find us begging for our lives." Holger pulls you aside and says they know how to fight, so it would be strong if they joined us. I'm not going to kill you, but we're taking what we need. If you're going to leave us with nothing, have the mercy kill us quickly. You stare at the defiant and defenseless man. Volker speaks up. Take enough food for a day and leave now. They all grab some food and run away without pause. Aspar, an old wanderer who joined the Ravens over half a century ago, points to the tents on the edge of the village. Looks like the merchant's still here. Fair enough. Tracks up ahead, a scout reports. Follow them our way. Small camp, a few blades, meat and mead. Dozen Ravens sent out, mix of veterans and new recruits. They rejoin a couple hours later with supplies. You hear one of the fighters muttering, "Takes the fun out of things when they give up." Alright. What type of stuff do you watch? Nothing that have to...
Irons fly. If only once more.
Nothing I feel like I have to apologize for, but you never know. There's a whole bunch of hentai. I mean, would you be surprised? Would I apologize for that? Would you be surprised, and would I have to apologize for that? The two questions you have to ask yourself. I think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you through that wing yet. Spar asks. The other ravens, including Volker, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, the old man says. We were here nearly 40 years ago, same spot as now. Only a dozen of us left to the unkindness den. Better men by twice than all of you. There's a rumbling among the ravens. Keep listening. We'd run a job for a man, Fefir or Fenir, more like. He says, spitting at the memory. But he set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad. We got surrounded here, and there's a bear of a Vrol loses his mind, grabs a tree, a whole tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but older Ionix, how it's pronounced, took a hit with like no one, and there you have it. Inspect the damage you once caused. Others leave you alone as you near the giant stone, placing a hand on the broken wing. It was an accident, and you know that. Shame and rage enter you in parts, along with memories of Einix in flight. You're the one who died, leaving nothing but this rock. You say, stomping the ground. Layer of ice shatters underfoot, along with a wooden box, probably left by some token of faith to a dead god. Leaving anything behind for the dead is a waste. Alright. Immediately, the Poor Hub event occurs. Your stream gets broadcast to every elementary school in the world. Hey man, look. They gotta learn someday. They gotta learn someday. A cold creeps under the cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the Wormscale Mountains in the distance, and you are forced to call an early camp. His bro walks by the hole in the wall. The hole's gone now. The hole's been fixed. The hole is... we're done, okay? We no longer live in a goddamn construction site. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing along, occasionally drawing your fingers on top of a large cart. A motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans and see Valka's shield rising and falling erratically among some furs. Humans, you snort, but the shield flips away, revealing a dredge grunt staring up at you. Stepping back, you bump into another dredge. Looking around, the entire Raven camp is swarm of stone-armored bodies desperately reaching for you. When your axes lash out through nothing, you realize that you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've been let down. A few of your ravens are watching you, smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone. Everyone else slowly awakens. I forgot the nation has holes in these walls. I don't anymore, god damn it. That shit's fixed now. You're spreading lies about me. Around you, you hear yelling. A harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter and several others. Abruptly, your abrupt halt alerts Volker, who immediately signals the ravens to fan out and drop weapons. Don't get involved. You look at Volker and shake your head. The woman says, then take the food and leave us. Again, the men are laughing, and the harsh voice says, we'll take more than that. Inspect the situation. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few Vrals surround a half-dozen peasants and a broken wagon. Woman spots you and shouts, help us. Thank you, the woman says, who was punched earlier. I'm Sefa. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading toward Bindle, we'll follow your path. Fine, but your food is ours. Payment for saving you, you say. The woman nods her understanding, but to your surprise, the wagon is nearly empty. Alright, well. The nation is a part of the Asmongold Streamer House, the Streamer House of riches and squalor. Yeah, fucking, what's the word? Oxymoronically. It's fucking, no, not oxymoronically. What's the word when like there's two things that are like are opposing one another? Because yeah, it's literally he's one of the richest men. But he lives like a fucking homeless hermit. Like he lives like he's a squatter. What's the word? It's not oxymoronically. Paradoxically, that's the word. Paradoxically, he's fucking a millionaire, but he's also he lives like a poor man. And I mean like actual like fucking government funded poor man. Welfare man. Couple of Raven scouts I take off to check. Also turns ahead, refugees from Ormsdala. One of them says upon returning. They've got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. You take the lead and approach the refugees. A hooded man with a red spear greets you. My name's Buck, and this is Loffen. You're a bulwark of the Ravens, and is this your wife? You are confused as much by his questions by the fact that no one is with this man. Vrolls don't have wives. The man gets a distant look in his eye. That's too bad. A wife can make you twice the man you were on your own. Well, he's never been a man. A bear at times. Mostly he's a Vrol, and I'm Volker. Are there no female Vrol? How did more Vrol get born? They don't anymore, but how did they? I'm leading this large group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Ormsdala. Like for a new home. Done what it takes to survive out here. We'll take over, lead us to some place we can live. Loffen and I weren't meant to keep others alive. What do I get in return? For one, we won't kill you. Back smirks, but there's no humour in his eyes. We'll share food we've collected and fight alongside you if there's need. Spoiling you, Lofen is. We'll even spread the word of how great the Ravens are. It's not worth my time. Buck lowers his head and his whole body starts to shake a bit. When he speaks, it sounds strained. You want to reconsider? We'll take it to Bindle, but that's it. He kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. You have my thanks. I think they genuinely got handmade. Or did. Wait, what did? And Yilden Snowfall has proven too much for the humans who are now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings are like enough contrast to know where you're going, and it's cold. The trees over there, Vulcan manages to say, motioning with her spear. Foliage blocks some of the wind, but does nothing for visibility. With no other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bear fur. Nation of the Goldfish memory. Look, I'm tired and I've been reading a lot.
Darkness. Lightning. Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Okay. Alright. Verk, wake up, you damn bear. We're being robbed. You roar and shake off a foot of snow covering you. The unclear dream is still vivid in your mind. Buck uses his spear, Lothan to point east. Oh no, Buck uses his spear, Lothan to point east. Those clansmen you saved, they killed your guards and are taking everything. Volker is by your side in seconds, followed by spearmen. You sprint along the snowy path, the sudden surprise, are straight into an ambush by the bandits, eventually harassing the clansmen. Zephyr turns and smokes. Oh, then she dies. We can get to the end of this chapter and then my ass gonna go to sleep. We really in like just bad positions in general. Madam? Madam, what was that? God damn it. Bolverk activate his secret ability, Berserker. Hey man, look, don't diss the Berserker. That shit was crazy. Like, don't joke about that. That shit busted. He's also too big for his own good right now in this fight. Have you ever seen the Carnival Phantasm series? Because that's where that's from. I've seen some of it. I've not seen all of it, but I've seen some of it. So I understand the reference. Yo, he broke her shield. Kinda based. Sephi's wounds are great and she whimpers in the snow. You nod to Volker, who dispatches the bandit archer with haste. This is what happens. This is what helping folks gets you. You roar. Grab all their supplies and bring them back to camp. I mean, got her ass beat. Lance's death in that episode was from driving a car that was incredibly bad by making turns. Or bad at making turns. Is that the same episode where Shiro and Saber win a race by using one of those coin-operated lion kiddie ridey things? Because I remember seeing that and he was just pumping money into that shit like crazy. The scout points into the distance with a smile on his face. Walking in that direction, you begin to hear the strangers bickering between two Varl. Now you've done it, Jut, says one Varl with a large shield and spear. Kept on until others are heard and came nosing about. The other Varl glances your way, nods politely, and walks towards you while shouldering his axe. Don't mind my brother Nock, he's a warrior. Nock steps closer and shoves the other Varl with his shield. Varl don't have brothers, and it's warrior. Volker looks at you with amusement and confusion. None of the other ravens seem to know how to react either. You two adult? Not the nicest way to say hello, Nock says, extending his hand in greeting. If we were adult, Jut adds, stepping forward and swatting Nock's hand, wouldn't we even know? Or would we even know? Nock says, you wouldn't, Jut, but I'd know. Like an option, just kill them. Not sure what you're after, but we're not sharing food. He shakes his head. We're not after food, are we not? No, well, yes and no. Jut agrees, yes and no, that's right. We'd fight with you. For you, he means. Not would fight for food, but we'd fight. But we'd fight with this lot. You can enjoy it if you shut up. All right.
The miners of Bindal are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
The old wanderer finds his way up next to you. I can't see a damn thing in this mess. I guess old Inex hasn't forgiven you after all. Yes, that one. They wished for money because they spent their food budget on speeding up the lion. Sasuke managed to participate in the race by putting the temple on a flatbed truck. I do... Man. The few episodes I've seen, like I've seen that one, I've seen where Salter gets a job at a maid cafe. Like... And that's the whole reason why fucking Bikini Rider Salter is an F-Go. Like, I've seen enough of that show. Not all of it. And I've seen none of the Fate Grand Order Carnival Phantasm. I ain't seen none of that. Shouldn't you have died already? He grunts. Soon enough, I reckon. Of course, these old bones won't be forming any mountain brambles. More like... There's bound to be more people from Ormstamar trying to find a new home in Bindal. Crowded towns aren't always good for us. What's got you worried, old man? A bunch of ravens set loose upon a slew of scared men and women is what. Won't take much to have the guards after us. That's not at all. He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave the long hunt and sleep in solitude. They made Jolta work as a hostess in one episode. I thought, no, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that clip of her and Tamamo. Tamamo owns that shit. She's like, nah, I got this. I got this. Gold digging, that's my job. Gilgamesh, come here. Your money, my money. The snowstorm is worse than ever, and you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindal. The gates are closed as you beat your fist against them. Open the Fane gates, you shout. From the wall, two menders look down on you and then recede. Soon the gates open enough for half a dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points to you and says, "Just you." Volko steps to your side, not alone. She comes with me. The captain takes a moment to assess the situation, then nods. Before following him through the gates, you bark commands the other agents to stay close and vigilant. Inside the small gatehouse, the two menders from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear, and a cub of a man holding a staff. Volker Zephyr is the Raven Banner. Yes, so it seems. Why are you here? Why now? Just passing through on our way to the Blue River, but this blasted storm caught us. Plan to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hold up. We brought some people with us, so they need a new home. I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here. Are you Bulwark Blood X? Hold your tongue, Nichols. Nichols. That's his name is Nichols. What do you know about me, boy? I've heard all your tales. I can't believe your cold bear cloak is real. Is it true your axe handles are made from your own horns? Really? The older mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. Wow, I never knew I was traveling with such a legend. You ignore her. Are you in charge here? Where's the governor? The governor left for Arborang a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute. The Mender Council sent me to bring the people of Bindle west, as we've heard too many rumours of Dredge. More than rumours. They were in Borsgard, saw Bellower. The Immortal Sunder, how did you escape? Immortal? Immortal was a joke. He's dead. Nichols' eyes grow wide in awe, but Zephyr looks pensive. What about the great rift that opened between Borsgard and Ormsdalar? We managed. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. Enough, open the gates for my ravens. Mercenaries will only panic the people. With everyone from Ormsdalar, is all we can do to keep them from stampeding like wild yaks. That's not my problem. It's funny how you want to let us in when we're on a job for one of your own. You snarl at Volker for saying too much. She shrugs in response. I'm not aware of other Volker being out in this direction. Who tasked you? Juno. She sets back at the name and studies your face for a moment. Nichols, you and the guards see what you can do outside the walls of the people. I'll see it. I'll see to it and make sure the ravens are comfortable. This goddamn fanboy. There's a scene like the first episode, or in like the first episode of Evgo Carnival Phantasm, where they say there are too many lancers and drop half of them into a hole. Specifically, Kukan. Oh, I saw that. Isn't that the clip that the show was advertised with, where they're just like, okay, cool, every single coup dead. Coup needs to die, so to keep the meme going, and because there's a lot of coups, all of them die. The young man nods respectfully to Zephyr and grins at you and Volker before leading the guards through the gate. I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls. Separate me from my ravens? No. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. Maybe, but I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. My superior? No, you misunderstand. You have no job. The Vulcan known as Juno is dead. I called it! I done called it! Anti-life! Zombie ho! I told you she a zombie. I knows it. I done did knows it. I said she'd be dead it. The once energetic commander approaches. He does look older, looking both worn and troubled. I'm not sure I thanked you for the time to recover. I never woven a spell that strong before. Are you sure you're ready to move on? You look, I know, caught a reflection earlier, is a more mature look. The mender grins with a hint of his former youth shines through. Not everyone would have stopped for so long, especially with the ground rumbling like it is. You working, Sat? Yeah, sadly. Sadly. I wasn't working last Saturday, so I'm working this one. Do you know what's causing the ground to shake? Remember the giant serpent that appeared in Irontoft? It felt pretty similar. But why would it be here now? Do you think it's following us? Ivan pales a little and shrugs. Anything is possible, so that's what you should prepare for. He shifts nervously for a moment before meeting your eyes. If you get any more thought into my offer, I think some mending could really benefit you. You consider his offer. Sure, it might be really helpful someday. I think so too. You already know more than you think. I doubt it would take long to teach you the basics, but you'll have to practice as we go. Placing some patterns on your bow. Trace them with your thumb at all times. Practice, memorize them. Understanding will occur later. Milklang is heard in the distance. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I might just check out now, because I'm pretty tired. I have phenomenal godlike power, but when I use it for anything more intense than punching a guy for too long, I age visibly. Hey man, look. Great power comes with great responsibility. It's phenomenal cosmic power in an itty bitty living space. Itty bitty living space. Who are you? Madia sells things for those travelling. How do you know me? Well, it travels fast. I think you can slay a Sunday and keep a secret. Fair enough. What do you have? Make up your mind. Medea will be gone as quick as she arrived. Yeah, I'll grab that. Yeah, I'll grab that. Easy boy, clansman shouts at a ox cart nearly toppled to one side. Trampled path of the East Wave Road is suddenly turned into a cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms agape with, like open mouths. Glance back at Ivan, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. Be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many. And there's no telling how far we'd have to backtrack to head north. We'll head south across the Ozma riverbed and then head towards Grundar on the west. He peers around Hakon's elbow before coming fully into view. Heading south is questionable. Those people. What people? Why do you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs, but there's also plenty. There's also people in the bogs. The skull should hear me rhyme. But what's wrong with heading south? Different ways of living, old ways. Stick to the mud. The cragsmen are less bothersome. I think he's talking about the boggers, the rough, backwards people of Swartzbog. Words like that can find you a swollen filled with poison. He puffs out his chest and stares at Ivor. Okay. And that's why Aval tend to keep to themselves. Each human is crazy in their own way. He hunches over with laughter until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air, and marches away. Strange, but it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left some dredge behind doesn't mean that we won't be more wars ahead of us. If we had more supplies, we could stop for a few days and train some of the clansmen to fight. We'll train them later. Okay, I am going to call it here for the night. There was no save view option. I mean, day 33, that's where we are. So, guess you have to stick with that. But alright. I'm gonna call it here because my ass be tired. Have a good night, catch you Friday. Yeah, peace out. We're gonna be playing some more Fire Emblem on Friday, and then on Saturday, maybe Mega Man? What were we on, Mega Man 8? Yeah, maybe Mega Man on Saturday, we'll see, probably, depends.